The more I made, the more I saved. Before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and count this money up real quick. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna start out with the 20s. We're gonna dive into the 10s. We're gonna get into these 5s. And then we're gonna tap into the 1s. But before we go any further, before we proceed into the show and start counting this money, let's talk about what took place, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all off top, we're not sitting on the same funds, all right? I decided to make an investment, all right? Simple and plain. What basically ended up happening is I'm invested into some cryptocurrency, and that actually is another way out of you actually getting closer to your goal of becoming the richest you could possibly be, a millionaire, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, bro, you're not gonna be a millionaire by saving money, all right? You don't turn into a millionaire by saving this. You turn into a millionaire by investing this, all right? We gotta invest. That's what it is. So I took like 4 bands, bro, and I made an investment. I'm already seeing more of the funds coming back, all right? I'm already seeing the funds coming back. So the money that was put in, I'm seeing the funds coming back. I'm happy, all right? I know we don't got the same cash. We're gonna count it up. We're gonna see what we sitting on. I know it's looking big, but we got a lot of ones in here. So we're gonna count it up. We're gonna see what we're working with. A lot of my challenges, I went ahead, and because it was the end of the month, I killed the challenge, bro. I told y'all how I run the challenges. I usually run them for like 30 days. And at the end of 30 days, if I feel like I want to run it for another, you know what I'm saying, take it for another test run, boom, I go ahead and I do it for another 30. In this case, I already ran, you know what I'm saying, did a few months on like my $50 challenge, $100 challenge. It's a lot of that money got cashed in the investment, all right? So just so y'all know where I'm coming from, we all trying to get as much bread as possible. The bread ain't really go nowhere. Just went to a different outlet with hopes that it'll generate more money than what could possibly be generated inside of a bank, and definitely more money than we could generate with it sitting down like this, because cash sitting down is cool, but it's better to have this as like some e-funds or something like that. But you always got to have your investments going, all right? Let's get into this money. What we doing right now is we count up all cash. This is all cash. This is tip money. This is all the money that's been like left over from whatever I didn't invest, all right? So we're going to dive into this. We're going to see what's going on. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and organize it. I think I need to get into these hundos. Got some hundos sitting on the top. And I'm going to have these sit on the side for right now, because I think last time I had like 14 hundos, bro, running on my little challenge. And then I ended up saying to myself, yo, listen, it's probably in my best interest to go ahead and cash in, all right? That Bitcoin is looking right. So what we're going to do, we're going to place these aside right here. And I'm going to slide Thirsty aside. Y'all know my man Thirsty always be up in the videos. We're going to slide this aside. We got some envelopes we're going to get into because it's the first of the month. Or at least it was the first of the month a few days ago, but I'm about to get my first check. So yeah, we're going to drop something in these boys right here. But for the most part, what we're going to do is we're going to count up this money, all right? Let's go ahead and set aside the 20s. Got 20s. Don't have that much 20s anymore. That was all part of the investment. So we got 20s right here, little dub skis. All right, boom, whoop-de-whoop. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dump it right here. We got nothing but the 20s. So let's look at what we're working with. We got the hundos. Try to get it all in the can. We got the Tweezies. I just got rid of my 50. Your boy needed that oil change, so I said, listen, y'all go ahead and take this 50 off my hands. All right, so we got the Tweezies, the little dub skis. So now we got the 10s. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the 10s down. And we'll get it all popping individually. All right, so whoop-de-whoop. Right here, got a good little stackety stack of the little 10 skis. All right. And what we're going to do throughout this video, we're going to talk. All right, we're going to talk about investing. We're going to talk about saving. We're going to talk about the difference between the two. And you want to focus on both of those at the same time. All right, you don't never want to really focus on just one. You can focus on investing, but at the same time, what you might find that could end up being the case is if you have money invested, but you don't have money saved, where's your go-to? If anything goes wrong, if you have an emergency that ends up, popping off, where are you going to actually go to if you need them funds? Because a lot of times the invested money is there to be put up, maybe for some days, maybe for some weeks, for some months, in order to generate more revenue. So if you're in a tight situation and you've only invested, can you really see yourself getting up out of that hole? So it's in your best interest to make sure you invest and you save, bro. Invest and save. All right, I just dropped a few racks, a few bands on my investment, but I still got a little something saved. You know what I mean? And this ain't it. Still got bank accounts, still got savings accounts. Y'all got to get on top of it. You know what I mean? You got to be on top when it comes down to it. We're working with a lot of fives here, bro. A lot of fives. All right, cool. Still got some fives. Hold up. And I know I'm slow about getting into the money, on this video, but it is what it is. Like I told y'all in the last video, we're going to let these joints go out 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever it is. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just do the show. We got a lot to dive into. We got envelopes. We got money to count. We got things to talk about. Y'all know what it is. It looked like we got a good bit of ones, though. You see what I'm working with? Whole lot of one skis. Check me out. All right, so I think these is all ones. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm trying to inspect for any fives or anything else. Nothing else lurking. So we gonna go ahead and put this aside. Hold up. All right. Wherever we gotta put it so y'all see what's up. All right. So we sitting on our ones. We got hundos, we got tweezies, we got tens, and we got the five skis. So what we're gonna do right here in this one is I'm gonna just go ahead and count up what I got. All right, we're gonna take a grand total. We're gonna see what we're working on, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay out my goal right now, because y'all know how it is. If you looking to become more fortunate, you looking to produce, make money, you looking to not be what you used to be if you was broke, you wasn't really making no moves, we got to count our money. We got to make goals, all right? Before we get anything popping and rocking, we always want to make sure we set our goals. So off top, I want, this is goals. Because last time I hit my goal, I tried to set aside like 5 bands. I ended off at 53.88. So what I'm saying on this video is I know I'm lower than the 5 bands, right? I want to go ahead and get back up to the 5 bands. Like, I'm going to feel comfortable when I got 5 bands sitting aside in cash. And then when I have my other money invested, my other money saved, my other money in the debit account, I like it all in different places, in different areas. This usually is what I feel leads to more success. When you got your money divvied up in different areas, it usually helps me get closer to my goals a lot easier. And I also got the money tied up in the little envelopes. So check this out. Let's go ahead and count this money and let's get into this. All right, so off top, let's start off with these hundos, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we're working with. I think last time we had like 15 of these bad boys, but in this case, we only got 4. So 4 hundos sitting right here, all right? Let's set that skirt right there. Let's dive into these tweezies. Little dubskis. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80. So we got 380. 380 and the 4, 780. Hey, let's get it. All right, so let's dive into these tens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, let's go. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we got 30 right here. Let's even this out. We're going to even it out like this. I went ahead and said on the hundreds, right? We got 400. On the 20s, we had 380. So that's 780 right there. We're going to drop this 20 in that 780, and we're going to make it 800. All right? So that's 800 right here. And what we got with these tens is that that's 8 right there with the 10 aside. Then we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1400 with the tens. All right, so with the tens, the hundos, and the tweezies, we got 1400. Damn, we way down, bro. All right, so we're gonna get back to it. Ain't no thing. We're gonna get back to it. Remember, the money's not lost, it's just invested. But we got goals. We know what we gotta hit. So boom, whoop-de-whoop. Got our tens. The tweezies. And the hundo. All right, let's get into these fives, bro. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 100. Trying to get these in this in your view. So we'll do this. Let's slide the 10s and 20s aside. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. A hundo. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Plus this 10 will make 40. So we have 14 before I dived into these fives. So let's see what we're working with when we count up the fives. All right, so that's 14. So we're looking at 15 right here. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 2 racks right there. and this will make 21. So we got 21 total. The 21 total is basically counting up the little dovskis right here, the 20s, the 10, all the 10s, all the hundos, Alright, cool. So after doing all the hundos, all the 10s, all the 20s, and all the 5s, it breaks out to 21. This will be another one right here. This whole thing is 2 racks. It's 21, 10, 20, 30, 40. So 2140 is what we're working with right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna count up these ones. It's gonna take a minute, bro. Check this out. Sheesh. All right, let me see if I can fold it, because you know I'm faster with the billfold, right? All right, it's a fast stack, but I could make it work. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 2550. All right, 2550. We done with the count. We done. We did the 1s, we did the 5s, we did the 10s, we did the tweezies, we did it all. All right, it's done. We working with 25. That means we 2,500 in cash. The goal is to actually get to 5 racks cash. All right, we was there a few days ago, but we had to make an investment. Y'all know what it is. So we're gonna go down the same road again, and we're gonna generate all the necessary funds in order to get this cash all the way up to 5 bands. That's the goal. All right, brand new goal. Y'all know what's up. We're going to get this stack all the way up. And we're going to talk a little bit about these envelopes. All right, not too much going on with the envelopes right now, as y'all know it, because I've been putting in mandatory minimums as far as like how much I actually wanted to put in. So, being that it's the mandatory minimum, I think I'm gonna roll with the same thing, bro. Roll with the same mandatory minimum, all right, which was $5. Y'all know what it is. Damn, y'all can't even see Thirsty no more. Let me slide him over. All right, so let's talk about these wallets. This is my thing. It's how I save my money. I explained it to y'all before when I did my last video. Y'all know how I do it. I don't actually stuff the envelope with cash. Simple and plain. I don't really feel that I need to in order to know that the funds are present. I went ahead and said that if I ever did this with my kids, I feel that it's necessary for them to see it in the physical form. So I will go ahead and do that with the kids. But for me, I already got the funds generated in my head. I know what my check looks like. I know what's in the accounts. I know how to flip the money around. So for the most part, all I need is a written statement of exactly what I want to put in, and all I need is the date. All right, so we're going to simply ride through each one, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it, just to let you know where I stand on everything. All right, first things first, we got eating out. So eating out, what you can see on my chart, if y'all want to peep it a little closer, I got 4/16, 4/30, and now the newest date, it's going to be May 14th. So we got 5/14. Right now on eating out, I told y'all how I work. These are all envelopes dedicated to go on for at least a year. They're not to be touched for at least a year. In the next year, eating out is going to be something I'm going to be doing easy. All right, just because I'm gonna have so much generated inside the eating out envelope that if I were to go out and eat out, it's really not gonna interfere with how much I'm putting in. It's also not gonna interfere with any amounts of money that I already have sitting. So I definitely wanna make sure I tackle this as hard as I can and look to actually open it and work on it in at least a year. All right, because I'm only putting in a little bit of funds. So for the 14th of May, we're gonna go ahead and say the mandatory minimum, $5. All right, that's eating out. Eating out, restaurants. Yo, we run up the bill to all the way up to like $100, $100+. You know what I'm saying? I got wife and 2 kids, so y'all know the bills be all the way up when it comes down to it. Now we got wife. This is wifey. This is if I want to take her out, if I want to get her a gift for her birthday, if I want to just randomly get her some flowers or anything like that. This is the funds that I really rely on in those types of scenarios. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to shoot out the mandatory minimum the same way, and we're going to write out May 14th, and we're going to put $5. Just like that. I don't need no more. I don't really need to see the funds go into the envelope. It's not that big of a deal to me. But everybody will be a little different, all right? Birthdays. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. All right, y'all know what it is. What we gonna do on birthdays, same thing. Now, all these numbers, I'm looking to actually pump in more funds. But right now, I told you I got a lot going on. I just made a massive investment, over 4 racks into that investment. I definitely don't really have too many funds to play around with, but I do have funds to save. So I'm gonna drop the mandatory minimum of $5, all right? Simple and plain, ain't no big deal. As long as we know we saving, in about a year, all these envelopes will be healthy, all right? Right now, they're a little anorexic, but we gonna make sure they get chubby, fat, and all that good stuff. All right, so what I have here is my miscellaneous. Miscellaneous to be applied to anything. Just like the name says, it speaks for itself. It's miscellaneous. So anything you feel that slides into the miscellaneous category, that's when you pull up to like a random store, your Target, your Walmart, and you find that there's a little something that you've been missing out on or whatever, you just gotta buy it. It's $9.99 or $10, $20, $30. Somewhere around there, that'll involve the miscellaneous items. It's something particular that you were actually really looking for. It just ended up being something that you came across. You saw that it was on sale and you thought it would be a good add to whatever you have going on. So as far as miscellaneous goes, I don't want to go outside of the mandatory minimum again. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay out May 14th and I'm gonna go ahead and put $5. Remember, after I write up all these numbers, the 5 being plugged in, I go back into my actual bank account and transfer the funds, all right? Don't do this part and not the other part. It's very important. I mean, if you're gonna stuff them envelopes and make sure that the funds, the actual physical money is in there, that's a whole nother job. This job is definitely to make sure that you ensure that the money that you actually write up is actually in place when the time comes, all right? You don't want them funds to have not been transferred yet and you get all mixed up in what you actually have in your savings or what you have inside your checking. You don't want that, all right? So what I have here is family funds. Simple and plain. Family funds, it is what it is. It's like if we were taking any trips, it could also be like, let's say we decide to go to the park, all right? We just pull up to the park. Y'all know what it is. You go to the park, little ice cream man rides around in a truck or whatever. Those are areas where, yeah, you want to have some funds set aside. As crazy as it sounds, right? Most of y'all just reach. Like, oh, snap, let me just pull out the wallet for this joint. Yeah, as crazy as it sounds, bro, make sure you have everything set aside and dedicated to a certain area where the funds are pulled, all right? Even something as simple as y'all getting ice cream at the park, you might want to plug that joint up in family funds or plug it in miscellaneous. I mean, anything along those lines to get you going. So what we have is May 14th, $5. All right, whoop-de-whoop. Let's get it. So the next up, we got groceries. What I'm trying to do or make happen is I'm trying to do that full-on grocery run. I'm trying to generate enough funds so when I get out there and I actually do my little grocery run or whatever, I want to make sure at one particular point in time, I could just go and use all my grocery funds, not the whole wallet, but use some of my grocery funds and go in and close out on the whole bill. I don't have to touch none of my actual money coming from my check or anything like that. That'd be a blessing. So what we're dealing with right now, mandatory minimum on the grocery funds, I'm gonna go ahead and drop $5 on it. May 14th, $5 for groceries. Next up, what we have here is we have sneakers. Everybody like their kicks or whatever. I'm sure to buy sneakers only when I need sneakers, all right? I don't have my kicks close by, but I would show you my kicks if I had the time. My joints got holes in it. The sole at the bottom is really, really low. And that's just because I push it to the limit, bro. When we talk about saving, generating money, making things happen, you only buy what you need. Don't floss, don't splurge, don't flex, none of that stuff. Just make sure you're doing everything accordingly. You got some extra bread, yeah, get yourself a little something. But you know what it is. If you got kicks on your feet and you making it from point A to point B, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. Just sit back, you know what I'm saying? Give yourself a few more weeks. Just be like, yo, I'm gonna get some kicks. I'm gonna just set aside a sneaker fund and generate the necessary funds, get it all going, but get it in a structured manner. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and shoot out $5 for sneakers, clothes, gas. We doing all this. Boom. 514. Hey, so we doing clothes, gas, we got personal, we got Christmas, all of this. We getting $5 dropping into all these funds, all these envelopes. We're gonna drop 5 in it. All right, cool. So we all caught up to speed, all right? We all caught up to speed on what's in what. We now know what's up. Now what I'm gonna do, y'all hang tight. I'm gonna actually run out. I'm gonna get the my phone or whatever, and I'm gonna transfer the funds. And we gonna end this video. All right, y'all hold up. All right, cool. So I'm back with the phone. Y'all know I'm gonna take it and basically all the funds that I plugged into the wallet, I'm gonna go ahead and factor them same funds and transfer them in my account. All right. This is exactly how I would imagine y'all would do if you're not working with the cash method. If you don't have the cash actually out and withdrawing it from the bank and all of that, that's an extra step some people don't want to go through. Now, if that be the case, setting it up like this will work just as good. You know what I mean? You just got to make sure you're on top of getting the money to your account. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna plug it in and I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the funds over and we're gonna end the video right here. All right. Y'all know what it is. Y'all stay motivated. Y'all keep it going. This is money manifestation. All right. This is why we stood it in front of our face. We manifested. We see it. At this point, we got a goal of 5 racks. We're gonna put together them 5 racks. It should take us anywhere between 2, maybe 3 months. The worst comes to worst. It should be like 3 months. We should be all the way there, 5 bands. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna get up off this one. Yeah, I'm out.